Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the What's On Daily. We're serving Campbell River up with the What's On Digest, 45 things to do during the COVID-19 crisis while you're all on social lockdown. If you missed yesterday's episode, the very first ever episode of this What's On Daily podcast, then you would have seen my family sharing with you our adventures, especially for the COVID-19 crisis. I'm going to post a link for that episode just in case you need to get caught up. But today's episode is going to be all about our first attempt at 2 things to do. I reprinted out my copy of the What's On Digest that I downloaded from the website. And as you can see here, each one of the things to do has a little checkbox next to it. So my family's going through those, checking off the ones that we got done. Yesterday, we started the Battle of the Books and we played a game called Photo Fig Hunt with the kids. But before we get into that, I wanted to share one of my highlights from yesterday that I didn't get to put in the last video. And that's this. It's my eldest son and my eldest daughter doing school together in our house, which a lot of you probably are doing in your houses as well. But what I really loved was watching my son Journey actually helping his younger sister Hallie. That really was a blessing, and I couldn't help but notice the silver lining on this otherwise devastating saga. And while I'm here talking about highlights, I want to give a shout out to our advertiser, Stonehouse Teas. Christine Lilyholm from Stonehouse Teas has been a client of ours for a really long time, and we've watched her business grow. And now finally, her website's getting all the love it deserves because she's taking those orders online and then sending them out to you. Okay, now let's get started on our first crack at the things to do. Scheduled for April 1st, Battle of the Books came first because we wanted to get that started as early as possible. We all sat around the table together. Now everyone in our family is at different reading levels, and my eldest Journey is a bookworm. He's a book beast. But the way that we worked this out so that everybody could have fun and compete with their own goals is we made it so that the maximum amount of points you could get is 1,000 points, and whatever amount of books you committed to, you use that number to divide 1,000 points. And I encourage my kids to make their list a little bit bigger than what they're usually used to reading. We use books that we have in our house, and we also use online services like Epic, Hoopla, and Audible for audiobooks and on-screen readers. Everyone divided their commitments by 1,000 points and then attributed those points to each title on their list. And while the kids were doing that, I began hiding the figurines for our first round of Photo Fig Hunt. Journey gave me 5 Lego minifigs, Hallie gave me 5 Little Ponies, and Boaz gave me 4 Power Rangers figurines and 1 ball thingy. What's great about the Photo Fig Hunt is the different figurines apply to each different person, which means you can play this game with all different kinds of age groups and difficulties. I personally think this would be fun for adults too, but I haven't found anybody that would hide figurines for me, so. All right, get up and sit on this couch.
Okay.
All right, so you guys have played this before. The whole deal is that I've hidden 5 figurines for each of you around the house, and I've taken a photo of all of them. You can look for your figurines without any photo help for 5 points, or you can ask for photo help and get 2 points. Ready, set, go. What'd you get? So you found another one? How you are killing it.
I found this one. Oh, I found that one. How much did you find?
And of course, this isn't Journey's fault, but the Lego minifigs were definitely the most fun to hide, so this was disproportionately difficult for Journey. But the kids had such a good time, I definitely think we're gonna be playing this one again. That was the Photo Fig Hunt, and I'm gonna count it as a success. Yay! I'm gonna add my books and Maggie's books to the end of that list. This is Maggie, and what are we gonna do for books?
I've got mine.
Show me yours.
All right. So I'm reading a workbook, Difficult Students and Disruptive Behaviors in the Classrooms, Teachers' Responses that Work, Vance Alston and Daniel Skiara.
Okay, I'm reading Fierce Conversations, as was recommended by Pastor Jeff at CRBC.
Oh, and I got this one's Timothy Keller's Encounter with Jesus.
I am reading The Hobbit because I just finished The Lord of the Rings, the third book, and I'm sad about it.
And then I've got these two cool books. It's called the Dalemark Quartet. I've got the Crown of Dalemark, and I've got the Spellcoats.
I got these for Maggie because Maggie's a fan of Hayao Miyazaki films. Diana Wynne Jones is the author of Howl's Moving Castle.
I see no point in living if I can't be beautiful.
I got this book by Francine Rivers. It's called The Sin Eater. I've never read it. Maggie has. She says I'm going to love it. Francine Rivers is...
She's a romance author.
People laugh at me when I say I read Francine Rivers. Maggie says I'm going to like this one. Let's see if she's right. Some other books. I've got a book list from school, and I should probably read something for work as well. I'm going to tally all those up in a Google Sheet and let you all see it and add your own books to it so that we can keep score and cheer each other on, see how close we can get to 1,000 points. All right, thanks, babe. Done. And that was our first day of knocking things off our things to do list from the What's On's 45 things to do during the COVID-19 crisis. So far, so good. As always, we would love to know what you are doing to keep yourself busy and avoid cabin fever. And I want to remind you again about the Campbell River photo hunt that's coming up on April 25th, where you could win $500 in cash. It's with our partner, Dairy Queen and the Campbell River Kinsmen. It's an event that we've designed so that you can play and stay safe during social lockdown. All you need is a smartphone, a car, somebody with a license. It's $20 to register one person or $40 to register a team traveling in one car. Once you're registered, then your email's on the list to receive the link, and that link will give you the map and the rules. You need to go around taking photos from your car of things that are hidden all over Campbell River. For every photo, you get points, and there's a couple of other sneaky ways to get points as well. The person who has got the most points at 6 p.m. wins. We'll be watching the whole thing through Facebook and I think Instagram as well. And then at 6 p.m. it ends, and we'll be announcing the winner of the $500 cash prize. And we've got a couple of other little prizes to give away as well. Thanks to Campbell River Dairy Queen, and all the proceeds from this event go to the Campbell River Kinsmen. My name is Benny McGrath from the What's On Digest. Thank you so much for joining me and my family for another episode of the What's On Daily. Love you, Campbell River. I will see you tomorrow with more things to do. What's On Daily? Let's see if she's right. Don't treat books that way.
That's my book. Treat my book like that.
Let's see if she's right. Okay. Oh.